Alrighty. Welcome to the Cristo Rey Network College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but we'll be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Chelsea and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions at any time. This is one of many sessions happening between tonight and Saturday, so be sure to check the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Cristo Rey. And before we turn over to our first institution, we have a quick welcome video.
Welcome to the second annual Cristo Rey Network Virtual College Fair. We congratulate you students and your families for taking the next step in preparing for your college journey by attending today's fair. We're glad that you're here.
We give thanks to the special opportunity to connect with many colleges and universities who believe in your future just like we do. These last few years have required quite a bit of resilience and faith from each of you, and your teachers, counselors, principals, school leaders, and members of our national office team are so thrilled to see you thrive. Agradecemos esta oportunidad para unirnos con universidades y colegios que creen en sus futuros, igual que nosotros. Estos últimos años han requerido mucha fe de parte de cada uno de ustedes y sus padres, consejeros, maestros, directores y miembros de nuestro equipo nacional. Estamos felices de verlos prosperar.
Today, your community surrounds you in this virtual college fair. With over 25,000 alumni nationwide from 38 schools and currently over 12,000 students in Cristo Rey schools, we enjoy the privilege of working for and with 5,000 juniors and seniors like you. We're joined by 95 participating colleges, all invested in your future. Some of these colleges have been partnering with us since 2009. You'll have the opportunity to connect with dozens of these colleges and partake in one of 2 Financial Aid 101 sessions, one in Spanish and one in English. Since all sessions will be recorded and available to you on YouTube, you won't miss a thing. Now, don't forget about the Ask Me Anything open forums. There are 2 options, one at 6 p.m. Central on Wednesday and another at 2 p.m. Central on Saturday. These are your opportunities to ask anything of an admissions representative. We want you to leave this fair confident and empowered to start your college journey. Thank you all for your commitment to the classes of 2023 and 24, parents, guardians, students, college counselors, and college representatives.
Agradecemos a todos por su apoyo de las clases del 2022 y 2023, padres, consejeros, maestros, directores y especialmente los representantes universitarios que nos acompañan esta semana. ¡Viva Cristo Rey!
Viva Cristo Rey!
All right, I'm now going to turn it over to Dominican University.
Thank you, Chelsea, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad you guys are joining this virtual fair. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. So a little bit about Dominican University. We are a small private liberal arts Catholic school, roughly about 10 miles due west of downtown Chicago. We're in a town called River Forest, right next door to Oak Park. But we also have a shuttle bus that will take you into downtown Oak Park to be able to connect to the Green Line and explore the city of Chicago. Kind of give you some rankings about Dominican University. We are actually ranked in the top 15 of the Midwest universities, but also #1 in Illinois for best value, but also most innovative school, and #1 for social mobility, helping unrepresented students to be able to get a job within their field or go off to grad school or med school 1 year right after graduation. Kind of give you a snapshot of our class that we brought in last year. We brought in over 600 incoming first-year freshman students. Out of that, 63% of students of color were in part of our freshman class here at Dominican, and 43% of our students were first-generation students. Average class size is about 16:1, 10:1 student teacher ratio. So you're going to get a lot of one-on-one attention. So you're going to be treated as an individual, not just as a number when you attend Dominican, and your professor is going to greet you by name and also be involved with you in your research opportunities here at Dominican. Here's our top 10 majors that we offer: nursing, which we actually have a direct entry nursing program; psychology, and also pre-med, where we have connections with area hospitals, and we lead students all across the country for different med schools. You might want to check our website to see different academic programs that we have. But we also have everybody's favorite major, which is called I don't know or undecided. And the good thing about that, you don't have to declare your major until your first semester of your junior year here at the institution. Here at Dominican, every student is going to have an academic advisor. You're also going to have connections to our wellness center, writing and research help as well, and then our academic enrichment center that's invested in you starting day one on your campus. So you'll never feel like you're alone when you're at Dominican's campus. Kind of give you a snapshot of some places that our students are doing internships, because every student at Dominican is going to have an internship opportunity, and they could be within the city of Chicago. It could also be nationally and also internationally as well too. And that's through our career development office that's involved with you starting your first year here at Dominican. 86% of our students are usually employed, and about 16% are attending grad school. And this is just a sample list of somewhere our places our graduates are working at. So you definitely see some familiar items, but also possibly there may be a new place when you do your internship here at Dominican University. We're one of the first 2 colleges to offer study abroad, and we have 20 different countries that we offer students to do study abroad. So you can do a full semester, maybe even a 5-week summer program, or a 2-week alternative break program that we offer. We also have 35 different clubs and organizations, ranging from academic clubs to special interest club, like a gaming club or improv club, different ethnic clubs that we offer at Dominican that you can be involved with, or you can start your own club organization here at the institution. We are Division III for athletics, so we do have, we don't offer any athletic scholarships, but we do have very competitive programs. Right now, currently, our men's and women's soccer team is ranked #1 in the conference right now, and also regionally ranked as well. And we also have a very competitive men's volleyball program. Starting next fall, we will start our first ever cheer and stunt team, and also men's bowling program. So if you're interested in any athletic programs, feel free to reach out to myself or my colleagues about athletic programs at Dominican. We are rolling admission, but we do have a preferred application deadline. If you're one of the seniors that are on here, if you apply by November 15th, you should be able to receive your acceptance letter, scholarship, and also potentially financial aid. We are part of the Common App, and we also have our own application. And like I mentioned, we are rolling admission for our students, and we are test blind, meaning that we will not require you to submit an ACT or SAT for admission and scholarship purposes. Speaking about scholarships, since you attend a Catholic high school, we do offer a $2,500 Catholic high school scholarship, but our merit-based scholarships range between $11,000 to $21,000 based off your GPA. Our average students come in about a 3.6 GPA, so they're ranging about $16,000 to $18,000 in scholarship. And then our minimum is a 2.7, which are ranging about $11,000 for scholarship as well too. This is our tuition cost for the 22-23 academic year, but please note that not all students are paying this full overall price. Our average out-of-pocket cost for a resident students is roughly less than $9,000, and for a commuter students, less than $4,000. So if you have any question about that, please feel free to reach out to us. Also, students who are not able to apply for the FAFSA, you're eligible for, if you're the state of Illinois, for alternative application, but also we are a partner of the Dream US Scholarship Opportunity as well. So we give 20 lucky students from lockout states to be able to attend Dominican for tuition cost free here at the university. So I'm going to end my time. This is my contact information. I'm glad that you're joining the Cristo Rey 6x6 Fair, and I will stop my screen.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Next up is St. Mary's College.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Just a brief second here to get everything turned on appropriately. All right. Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Alex Bauer. I'm our Associate Director of Admission here at St. Mary's. I'm very familiar with the Cristo Rey network and schools. This is my 9th year working at St. Mary's, and I've had a number of territories. So truly, I've been able to work with Cristo Rey schools from Lawrence, Massachusetts, through Cleveland, and I've had California as part of my territory as well. So the schools in Orange County and throughout California. I've been fortunate to work with Cristo Rey students from truly around the country, which is really exciting. Really excited to be able to chat with you all this evening, and when you watch this, hopefully recorded as well. Proud to be from and representing St. Mary's College. It's my hometown school. Really excited to share that we are an intimate campus environment at St. Mary's College, about 1,600 students at St. Mary's. I love that our students come from all over the place. So obviously the Cristo Rey network is nationwide, right? And that really mirrors and fits kind of where our students come from at St. Mary's College. We're only about a third in state. So most of our students are coming from outside of Indiana. Obviously, we're well represented throughout the Midwest. I'm currently actually in Pittsburgh right now. But as I've said, we've had staff members and students traveling around the country this year. And we're excited that, again, students come to St. Mary's from a variety of locations, a variety of backgrounds, and really bring a variety of interests to St. Mary's. So when you're thinking about college and what is this environment going to look like at St. Mary's, I think it's really exciting that you're going to have friends and connections and colleagues from Chicago and from Indianapolis, and there'll be someone from Omaha, but there'll also be someone from the East Coast, the West Coast, and the Deep South as well. So I think it's really exciting. So again, about 1,600 students at St. Mary's. We are proud to be a Catholic institution. We are also proud to be a women's college as well at the undergraduate level. We do have some graduate programs that are co-ed. I'll touch base on those in a moment. But again, really excited and proud to be a women's college. We are located in Notre Dame, Indiana, but the larger city, the city that you see there down at the bottom, that's South Bend, Indiana, about 110,000 people. And we are about 90 minutes, 2 hours, depending on traffic, just due east of Chicago as well. A little bit about our academics at St. Mary's, a true liberal arts college, a lot of flexibility. And that word individualized is something that I use a lot when I'm talking to students about St. Mary's and our academic programs. Students don't need to declare a major till the end of their sophomore year. So especially if you have maybe an undecided mind, or you've got, hey, I like nursing, but I also like art, it is absolutely okay to have kind of a multiple majors or multiple interests in mind. We absolutely can create that kind of custom path for you at St. Mary's. A lot of different academic programs, kind of some of the heavy hitters. What do students ask about most likely? Nursing, nationally accredited nursing program, brand new space last year on campus for our nursing and health science students. Business is very strong, biology, and kind of a pre-med track is very strong for our students. Education has always been a flagship program for us, fantastic education program, and psychology are really strong as well. I love that we're all over the place, truly. Visual performing arts, wonderful theater, music, dance programs on campus, but truly everything from business and accounting. We have some wonderful engineering programs, and we do have some graduate programs as well. There's a master's in autism studies, a doctorate of nursing practice, speech language pathology. There's actually opportunities for 4-1 programs for those, as well as a master's in finance, master's in accounting, non-for-profit administration, and a master's in management as well. All of our students are doing research as well. A lot of great opportunities to, again, really use that individualized experience to dive into your research. We are very much a residential campus. Again, the fact that our students come from all over the country and around the world means our students don't go home at night. Our students don't go home on the weekends. Students really do stay on campus, even though they can live off campus. Our students choose to live on campus, the majority of them all 4 years. Which I really think speaks to the sense of family and the sense of community that we have at St. Mary's. Always something going on our campus. We're Division III NCAA athletics at St. Mary's, club sports and intramural sports, student government, some wonderful faith-based opportunities as well at St. Mary's. Those are all really popular and common things, some great service opportunities. When you partner all of that with the fact that, again, we're Notre Dame, Indiana, the fact that the University of Notre Dame and Holy Cross College are right next door to us, really kind of opens those opportunities up and is really kind of an X factor. There's a lot of schools out there that I think say, best of both worlds. I think we're one of the few that can kind of talk the talk and walk the walk, and that you truly can have class on Friday with 8 students. Was just talking to one of our student tour guides just about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, who said literally she has class on Friday with 8 students, and then on Saturday goes to a football game with 80. 1,000 people. So I think it's kind of fun that you truly can have that big university experience, that co-ed environment. You have opportunities to Notre Dame's engineering programs. Notre Dame coursework is available for our students, and our coursework is available for Notre Dame students as well. And it's everything from academics to football tickets to marching band. Really wonderful to have these 3 separate and unique campuses, really all at your disposal. So I really think that's a wonderful opportunity to have, again, the best of both worlds from that standpoint. The admission process, very simple and straightforward. We're on the common application. We are a free application for all students. We are test optional. We also have an optional essay as well. Very much holistic. We really do look at a little bit of everything. So grades and grade trends are important to us. Leadership and activities, it's not what you do, but rather that you do something, right? We're not looking for a certain number of activities or a certain list, but rather that you're being true to yourself, that you're involved, that you're managing your time well. Those are some things that we do like to see. Like I said, we are test optional, have been for a number of years now, and will continue to be test optional going forward. Want to make this affordable for all families. Our financial aid at St. Mary's, our academic scholarships start at $22,000, go all the way up to $35,000 for our top performing students. Our students do graduate in 4 years. We promise you that you will graduate in 4 years. Even our nursing majors, accounting majors, education majors, you will graduate in 4 years. And all of our students, all accepted students, are going to receive some type of aid at St. Mary's College. So again, really want to make this as affordable as possible. Please reach out to me. Again, my name is Alex from St. Mary's College. My email is up on the screen there. Would love to chat with you if you have any other questions. Thank you.
Awesome, thanks. All right, next up is Kettering University.
Hello, everybody. My name is Scott Travis. I'm at Kettering University. I will also share my screen and we can get started. Kettering University is located in Michigan. We're about 60 miles north of Detroit, and we've been here for about 100 years, actually, as part of the automotive industry. In fact, the entire campus was owned by General Motors at one time. We've been doing automotive industry or automotive engineering for a really long time. In fact, about 90% of the students at Kettering are studying engineering of some variety or computer science. We are located about a mile and a half north of the Flint downtown area, but we have our own very special community. It's a tight-knit community. It's a relatively small school. We have about 1,800 students, and we prefer a smaller setting so that our students can really roll up their sleeves and dive in. So we don't have lecture halls on campus. We have laboratories and workshops. So the students that are going to do best at Kettering University are really those that prefer a hands-on approach, that want to be problem solvers, that want to work collaboratively, and they learn visually and by really kind of touching and feeling the things that they're doing and being able to apply their knowledge in a real-world setting. So every class that you take at Kettering University is going to have real-world application. So a couple things that I want to point out just in front of us here. We're very active in the robotics community. We have our own proving grounds where we test electric and autonomous vehicles. We have our own crash test laboratories on campus, and of course our own sports facilities as well. And the academic program that we offer is very focused. So we don't offer a lot of different majors. We know what we like, we know what we're good at, and we really stick to that. And you'll see here, it's primarily engineering and engineering applications. We also offer an extraordinarily extensive co-op program. So similar to an internship, except way more intensive. You can think about our co-op program as being 7, 8, or even 9 successive internships. So we operate on quarters, and every other quarter, our students are in this co-op program. So it's just a rotation. They have an opportunity to take a term of academic classes, and then immediately go into the workforce and apply what they just learned. And we flip-flop back and forth in that rotation from freshman year all the way through graduation. And so the students, they're getting just as much work experience as they're getting classroom experience. And I think that's really important. A lot of our students, they want to work hard in school, but they want to know why. They want to be able to see what it is that they're going to put all this work towards. So what we focus on is not just academic preparation, we really focus on professional preparation. So in the co-op program, our students are paid. They're paid quite handsomely. In fact, our students are typically making up to $70,000 by the time they graduate. When we partner with companies, and we partner with over 400 companies now in the co-op program, these companies are giving our students real responsibilities and real wages. By the time our students are juniors and seniors, they're working shoulder to shoulder with professionals in the industry, working on really valuable projects. So they're employees, they're not just students. At this point, they're employees. These are some of the companies that we work with. And for the most part, when they're graduating, the majority of our students, they have job offers in their back pocket before they ever finish up here. And you can understand why. They're going to graduate with almost 2.5 years of paid work experience with one of these employment partners. And they're going to finish with a degree, and they'll have met people in the industry. So they have an in, somebody is helping them get the door open. So this is just kind of a pictograph of some of the scholarships that we offer. We really favor working with high school organizations that have that hands-on, professional, kind of collaborative approach, that problem-solving approach. That's what we do best, and we favor students that have that problem-solving tenacity. Of course, we're known primarily for our return on investment. Our graduates they're knocking it out of the park with their work experience combined with the academic programs. It's really a great package. And in fact, the Wall Street Journal has said that Kettering University is #1 nationally when it comes to career preparation. That's really our forte. So I will drop something in the Q&A so you can reach out to me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Next up is the College of Worcester.
Thank you. Let me get sharing here. All right. So hello and welcome. My name is David Newberry-Yoakley. I am a Director of Recruitment and Diversity Outreach at the College of Worcester. I've got a very short amount of time and I tend to ramble. So these are going to be my talking points for today. These are the ways in which we feel like Worcester stands out from different other universities. So we're going to talk about the global campus and our community. We're going to talk a little bit about connected learning at the College of Worcester and also about mentoring undergraduate research. So first thing is just kind of some stats. And my favorite stat is not up here. My favorite stat is that 99% of our students live on campus for all 4 years, right? So we are located in Wooster, Ohio, which is about 45 minutes south of Cleveland. So it's definitely a smaller town and a smaller community, but our students are there, they're living on campus, they're very involved and engaged. And so if community is important to you, that's something that we like to celebrate at Worcester. We like to celebrate the diversity of our student body. We've got students from 70 different foreign countries represented on campus. So definitely a global reach. And we are the 16th most international school. Look at percentage of the student body. We're the 16th most international school in the country. We battled out with another school in the state of Ohio for the most diverse school internationally in the state of Ohio. But we feel like that diversity of having students from 50 states and having students from 7 different countries really enhances the academic classroom conversations. Perspective that students are bringing are not just local perspectives, they're national perspectives and international perspectives. And so we feel like that really enhances the classroom conversation, but it also enhances the student life as well too. The people that you're working with and you're playing with are coming from across the country and around the world. There are 120 different student organizations So lots to be involved with on campus. And you can see about a third of our students are involved in music. You can see about another third of our students are involved in varsity sports. You also have about a third of our students involved in music, theater, and dance on campus. I'm going to try to play this video here, and it's got some sound, but the most important thing here is that this is our Scott Spirit Day, right? So the first Friday of every single school year, we have Scott Spirit Day, and you get to walk around as a new student and figure out how you want to be involved and how you want to be engaged with the Worcester community. It's a really easy, really simple way for you to connect with other students at the College of Worcester. All right. We also have varsity sports, 23 different varsity sports. We are Division III, so there's no scholarships associated there. And we also have a strong music, theater, and dance representation on campus as well too. So there's also scholarships that you can get even as a non-Worcester major, non-music, theater, and dance major, scholarships that you receive connected to those things as well too. Connected learning, essentially what we want to focus on here is the experiential learning and the pathways piece. We're focused on helping students find their academic passion, but then develop a resume to go along with that major as well too. And this is the Apex office. They spend a lot of time, they spend a lot of time working with students, first years on the Academic Resource Center, but also again, finding internships during the sophomore and the junior year as well too. The thing that I love about this program is the Apex Fellowship Program. If a student finds an unpaid internship, the College of Worcester will pay you to do that unpaid internship. We give students $1,500 up to $4,000 in the summer to do internship experiences. My last little bit here is on undergraduate research. Every single student at the College of Worcester has an experience like this. This is Mark Snyder. He's in the chemistry department. He's working with a student on their senior research project. Every single senior, not just a student at the top of the class, the students at the top of the class have the opportunity. Also students at the bottom of the class who are working hard and they're going to graduate have the same opportunity to work one-on-one in the senior year with a faculty member on a research project. The cool part here is Dr. Snyder's not telling the student here what their research should be, right? The student comes to the table with their ideas, what they want to learn more about, and the professor, their faculty support person, essentially mentors them through a senior research project. So again, it's learning on your own terms. So if you like research, you've done research in high school, you like the way you learn it in that capacity, then it's definitely an opportunity at the College of Worcester as well too. And that happens in the sciences, right? So we always say research, sometimes this is what comes to mind, but in every single department, there's a research opportunities, a research requirements for our students. So this is Ann Briggs in the music department working on her senior recital, but it's still in English, history, all of our majors. Again, students, we're going to say, hey, what is it about that department that you're so interested in? What do you want to learn more about? And then that faculty member goes, great, cool, let me help you learn more about that. So again, a lot of control over your education at the College of Worcester. We think it teaches students so many different qualities. These are kind of quickly listed here. I want to get to my last couple of slides. This one is celebrates the Tootsie Roll. So for our students, when they turn that senior research project in, since the mid-70s, every single student writes about 60, 70 pages, and they get a Tootsie Roll in exchange for all their hard work. It's a fun tradition at the College of Worcester, and students really look forward to earning that Tootsie Roll. It might not seem super significant to you, but again, for our students, it's really important. Last thing I'll quickly talk about is the recognition we get for the strength of this undergraduate research experience. So since 2002, U.S. News and World Reports has asked different college presidents and college deans, who does the best this and who does the best that? Two of the questions they ask are who does the best senior capstone experience and senior best undergraduate research experience. And since 2002, the only two schools that have been on that list every single year are the College of Worcester and Princeton University. So it always feels good to be recognized for the good work that you do. Another great book here that talks about the really important things in the college experience and things that are worth paying for. Talks about mentorship, we talked about with the research project. We talked about career services. We have that diverse campus. So this is another great book that spends some time talking about the College of Worcester. So might be worth checking out. If any of those things resonate with you, I'll put my email in the chat. Feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about the College of Worcester. We appreciate the time and have a good night.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, next up we have Albion College.
Okay. Hello, everybody. So sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. My name is Alondra Alcázar. I am the admission counselor here at Albion College. Let me just go ahead. There you go. There you go. So if you guys don't know where Albion College is at, we are located in Michigan. We are a small private liberal arts college. I did graduate from here back in 2020. So if you guys have any student related questions, always feel free to ask me questions on the chat. These are our numbers. Every school has numbers. We are very, very small. We are a private liberal arts college. So we have about 1,500 students. What these numbers mean to me is that if you're somebody that is looking into getting an intimate education, I definitely recommend you to start looking into smaller schools. What these numbers mean to me as well, that the class sizes are going to be really, really small. Your biggest class here is going to be anywhere from 25 to 30 students, the biggest one. Those always tend to be like the 101 courses, but your average class is anywhere from 15 to 16 students. When I was a student, my smallest class was 7 students, and we were all on a conference table, very conversation based. So that's what these numbers mean to me. These are just our averages in terms of enrollment. So average 25 ACT and SAT, don't let those numbers discourage you because they're just averages. We are test optional. So it's up to you if you want to submit your test scores. As well as the GPA, that is just our average. The placement rate, I'm not sure if you guys know what this number means, but it's really, really important when you guys are looking into colleges. So 97% of our students are placed in their top 1 choice of medical, or not just medical school, graduate school, or 97% of our students are placed, have a career lined up right after graduation. So that is a really good percentage to have. And then we have a 4-year graduation rate of 98.5%. So that is also important. We're going to make sure that you graduate within 4 years, because I think the national average is about 5 to 6 years. So we will make sure that you graduate within those 4 years. These are our courses of study. So you can go ahead and look at our majors, but we are a private liberal arts college. So if you don't know what liberal arts mean, is that you will have to take classes that are outside of your major in order to graduate. So even if you're somebody that's interested in pre-med or business, you still have to take that art class. You still have to take that history class. That's what it means to receive a liberal arts education. We're making sure that you're receiving that well-rounded education. And that's going to mean taking classes that are outside of your comfort zone. For example, for myself, I study communication and psychology. So definitely humanities person, the math and sciences scare me, but I still took that business class where I was given the opportunity to build a business proposal with French students. I got to go to Paris for a week and continue that business proposal. And then the French students got the opportunity to come to Albion in the spring. And we finally presented our business proposal at the end of the year. We have this huge research symposium at the end of the year where students from different departments get to present their research. So yeah, if you're somebody that you don't know what you want to study, that is completely fine. You don't have to know what you want to study right now. You're in high school. Don't worry. You get to declare your major when you're a sophomore, the end of your sophomore year. So you got time. If you're undecided, going to a liberal arts college is probably the perfect place because you will start off by taking your modes and categories. And now modes and categories are, like I mentioned, like it could be like art, history, but it's not just basic. Like you actually get a list of classes that will fulfill those modes and categories. So you have the freedom to pick those classes as well. For me, I chose Mexican American history. I'm like, if I'm going to choose a history class, I better choose a class that is significant to my culture. So that's what I mean. You get the liberty to choose your own classes. And you will be in a space, because the classes are so small, you will be in a space where people are going to challenge your train of thought. There's people that do not think the same way as you do. That's why I think it's so important to be in a smaller school, in a smaller setting where you're able to have those conversations, which is essentially how it is in the real world. We do have pre-professional pathways as well. So if you're somebody that is interested in pre-nursing, pre-med, we don't have a pre-med major, but we're going to make sure that you're on that track. We do have a partnership with Oakland Hospital that is practically in the backyard of our school. I know that could be a problem for students that don't have cars. We make sure that you can get to that destination, because having experience is the most important thing that you can do right now as a college student. Because when you graduate, everywhere you apply for, they're going to say, hey, what are your years of experience? So we're going to make sure that you receive that. We do have institutes where you're gonna receive extra mentorship. For example, if you're somebody that's interested in business, I would recommend you to join the Gerstacker Institute of Business so you can receive extra mentorship. In terms of things that you can get involved in, being involved is what's going to make your college experience. So I recommend you to get as involved as you can. Athletics is just one of the things. We are Division III as well, so we don't offer athletic scholarships. We're part of the NCAA conference. We have at least 50% of our students are involved in athletics. I was a part of the 50 that weren't involved in athletics, but we do have other clubs and organizations. We actually have about 100 clubs and organizations. So there's many ways that you can get involved. There's many ways that you can find different parts of yourself. One of the things that I was a part of was Union Board, which is the organization that plans a lot of the fun events. I was the vice president of comedy, so I contracted a lot of the comedians that came on campus. We do have a flying program. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and take a picture. We will fly you out. Doesn't matter what part of the country you are from. All you have to do is pay a $25 deposit and it will be returned back to you. But these are the steps. If you can just take a picture, these are for seniors only. So we will fly you out. We will take care of all of that. And then in terms of affordability, you can also take a picture of this. We offer great scholarships. Every student will receive a scholarship, whether it's 26 to 35,000. 100% of the students receive that scholarship, but it will be dependent on your GPA. If you have a 3.79 and above, you will get additional 4,000. Just by being a part of the Cristo Rey network, you get an additional $5,000. If you're an out-of-state student, you get an additional $5,000. And if you are an out-of-state student, take advantage of that flying program. So sorry about that. I just sped through all of that. But if you have any questions, go ahead and put them on the chat. This is my contact information, but I'll put this on the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Alrighty, and Kalamazoo College is next.
Thank you, Chelsea. I'm going to share my screen real quickly here. Awesome. Hello, everyone. My name is Richie Caines. I'm an admission counselor here at Kalamazoo College. So a little bit about K. We are a small private liberal arts institution in Michigan. We have about 1,500 students altogether, meaning we have representation from 38 states and 33 countries. Additionally, we are very committed to the liberal arts, and you'll see that throughout this presentation. One example of that is our student to faculty ratio is 13:1. Meaning our average class size is 15 students. 34% of our students are US students of color, and additionally 10% of our students are international. We're a part of the Division III Athletic League, so we have 18 varsity sports on our campus. So where is Kalamazoo College? We are in the city of Kalamazoo in Michigan. For those of you who are not from Michigan, if you want to be really cool, you go and you talk about the mitt. So Michigan is shaped like a mitt. Kalamazoo, we're located right there on the mitt. So we are halfway between Chicago and Detroit. There are 80,000 people in the city of Kalamazoo and about 250,000 in the metro area. The best way to understand Kalamazoo College is by understanding the K plan. This is the name for our experience and the curriculum at Kalamazoo College, and it is defined by these 4 points. So the first point of the K plan is open curriculum. And when we say open curriculum, what we mean is we have no general education requirements. Some institutions may require you to complete a core curriculum. We do not have that at Kalamazoo College, which means there are no general education requirements. Regardless of whether or not you know what you want to study or you have no idea, you will have one-on-one advising as soon as your first trimester on campus. The second point of the K plan is study abroad. Now, Kalamazoo College is extremely well known for a study abroad program. The U.S. News and World Report recently ranked our study abroad program as being the 6th best in the country. So what does that mean at K? So at Kalamazoo College, you have the opportunity to spend a trimester up to 3 trimesters abroad, meaning 3 to 9 months studying outside of the country while still being enrolled as a Kalamazoo College student. 70% of our students take advantage of this. And additionally, your financial aid travels with you. So the out-of-pocket expenses to being outside of the country and study abroad are very similar to those being on campus. Your financial aid is matched. Regardless, the Center for International Programs will be your best friend when you are thinking about study abroad. The third point of our K plan is experiential education. And what we mean by this is at Kalamazoo College, you will have opportunities to supplement your education outside of the classroom. The best example of this at Kalamazoo College is by joining clubs and organizations. Now, as a reminder, we only have 1,500 students on our campus. We are a small school. With that said, we have nearly 100 active clubs and organizations. So those can be academic, like the philosophy club, the history club. They can be professional, like our pre-law society or our health professions club. Additionally, they can be just plain fun. So we have an anime club, we have a Kalamazoo fashion club, and as of this year, we have an ice cream club. So you could all guess what they do in ice cream club. They make ice cream, they also eat the ice cream, and I could proudly say that as a staff member at K, I'm a part of a club here on campus. And yes, it is the ice cream club. And that brings us to the fourth and final point of our K plan, which is independent research. The best example of that is the Senior Integrated Project, which is known on campus as the SIP. The SIP is something all students complete in their senior year, but you really start to put it together at the end of your junior year for two reasons. One, so that you can identify the department and the faculty advisor that you are completing your SIP with. The second reason why you identify what your SIP will be in your junior year so that you can receive funding to pursue original research or creative work over the summer before you start your senior year at K. Regardless of what you do, again, you will have one-on-one advising and you will be enrolled in a class of just one in your senior year when you are working on your senior integrated project. Now, admissions, what does it look like to apply to K? We accept the common application. It is currently the only way to apply to Kalamazoo College, and we have 3 deadlines. Early action and early decision are due November 1st. Early decision, of course, is a binding agreement, meaning if you are applying through that deadline and admitted to Kalamazoo College, we expect you to commit by February 1st. And then regular decision is our final deadline, and that is due January 15th. When we receive an application, what do we look at? We look at your classroom performance, your common application essay, which is your personal statement up to 650 words, life outside of the classroom, so how are you supplementing your education, and finally 2 recommendation letters, one from your high school counselor and one from the teacher that can best speak to your academic ability. We are a holistic review process, so there's not one piece of information that can admit you or deny you. And finally, we are test optional, so we do not require ACT or SAT for merit aid, admission aid, merit aid, financial aid, or admission. That's everything that I had prepared. I will pass it back to you, Chelsea.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. It looks like at this point we do have to wrap things up. So I'm going to send a big thank you shout out to our presenters for putting all this information together for us, and to our participants for joining. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick survey. We appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions both this evening and on Saturday, the 22nd. You'll be able to find all the recordings, whether you want to watch something again or look at a different one. All the recordings are going to be at starscan.com/Cristo Rey. And thanks again so much. Have a wonderful evening.